think really this is the first time that, well, you haven't done any new videos, apart from your last Thoughtful Friday. Sunset, the camera's on. Oh, sorry. Hey everyone, it's your old pal Blue Ink here, and of course, I'm joined by Sunset Shimmer and Starlight Glimmer. And a truck just drove by, ruining our intro. Nah, we'll keep it in. But yes, we're back with another Thoughtful Friday video, and as Sunset pointed out, before I had to interrupt her, yeah, we didn't do any videos between this episode of Thoughtful Friday and last week's Thoughtful Friday. Yeah, got a little too busy. Well, with work and shoveling snow. And trust us, folks, there's a lot of snow outside. Northern Ontario is full of snow. Too much snow, if you ask me. I couldn't agree more, Starlight. But we're not going to talk about snow. Oh, no. We're going to talk about things that we've been thinking of during the entire week. So, without further ado, let's get started with our video. First up is a little bit of an update of the new Wonders of Sodor game. Oh, I like that one. It hasn't even come out yet, and already we're excited for it. Basically, just yesterday, on the Thursday, they released another trailer for Wonders of Sodor, this time showing off Devious Diesel. I gotta say, the attention to detail is just fantastic. Dovetail Games has done an amazing job in recreating Diesel, and most surprisingly, it's not just the engines who have blinking eyes, it's also the troublesome trucks. That one took me by surprise. I didn't expect the trucks to actually blink. Yeah, that really was a huge surprise. But I guess if you're going to go all out on a new Thomas game, you might as well go all out. So far, this is looking like a really great game, and yes, we will acquire a copy of the game. We don't have PlayStation 4 or 5, and we don't have Xbox. Which one is the one that's currently out? I think Series X. Oh. Yeah, I can never keep track anymore. Yeah, me neither. 3 Xboxes is enough for me. The original, 360, and 1. That's it. Yeah. Seriously. Can never keep track anymore. But we do have a Switch. So, yes, once we get the game, we'll be able to play the game and enjoy it. Most definitely. I think Blue Ink especially is going to be playing as Thomas a lot. Guilty. Which of the 2 characters, or 6 characters, are you two going to play? I can't decide between either Percy or Emily. You, Starlight? I kind of like to try Diesel and, if possible, we get the deluxe version, James. Okay. But so far, yes, we definitely like the new trailer for Devious Diesel in the Wonders of Sodor. Really interesting looking game, and yeah, we can't wait to play it. Definitely. 100%, no doubt. Speaking of video games, I can't believe I didn't even know this, but many, many years ago, there was actually another Thomas game. This one for the Nintendo DS system and the Wii system. How could you not have known that? I don't know. Other than the fact that maybe I was out of video games at the time. Not saying I was out of money for video games. I just wasn't as interested into them back then as I am now. Fair point. Plus, you didn't have a DS at that time, did you? No, I didn't, Sunset. No, I didn't. So what is this game called? It's based on the 2009 movie Hero of the Rails. A decent good movie. I'm glad it got a game. Imagine if it was Misty Island Rescue. Yeah, enough said. But yeah, for this year, even though I already got a huge video game collection, and I'll leave it up to you viewers if you want to see that video game collection at some point in the future, we're going to try and find either the Wii game version or the DS version of Hero of the Rails. That should be interesting. All right, next up, moving away from Thomas for a minute, I want to talk Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ooh, Ninja Turtles, that sounds pretty cool. What do you want to talk about? Specifically in regards to a video that has been blowing up the internet these last 13 days now. It's John Likens' Raphael test footage. You two seen it? Oh, yes. That thing looks so awesome. It seriously looks like Raphael, and it fights like him. So darn cool. I must admit, I haven't seen the footage myself. I'm gonna have to watch it a little later just to know what you guys are talking about. Oh, okay. Well, we won't spoil it for you. But yeah, John Likens has been creating these little clips, test footage of the Ninja Turtles, making them look like, the 1990 movie Ninja Turtles, but a little more modernized, making them look like, they could work in a modern day setting. Sounds very interesting. And how many videos are there? Well, there's Donatello, there's Leonardo, and then there's Raphael. Raphael's is the most recent. I think he's currently working on Michelangelo's, but we'll have to wait and see. And is this part of a fan project? Sort of, but it's also kind of a pitch idea to try and maybe get a movie or a TV series out, with these style of turtles. Really, really neat. Yeah. So, for all of you out there, if you haven't checked out John Likens' channel, do check it out, okay? Trust me, you won't be disappointed. You will be watching those clips over and over and over again. They are just so awesome. And that's all I can really say about Ninja Turtles. I haven't been following up too much on the TMNT lately. So we'll move on from that, and we'll move on to the biggest craze that's going on right now, and that is the My Little Pony trading cards. The My Little Pony trading cards? Wow, you're going all out with this Thoughtful Friday video. Yeah, it's been on my mind this week. But yes, the My Little Pony trading cards have been exploding like crazy. The majority of them, of course, coming from China, whereas there's a few that have been released in the United States. And in case you guys are wondering, no, I have not seen them at all. Not in any of the stores I go to, which is a real shame, really. I think you would really like those cards. Yeah, I think so too, Starlight. But unfortunately, they're not in my area. I do, however, have some cards. If you may recall, when I did that big Christmas unboxing video, which I'm now calling my biggest flop, yeah, I did open up a couple of presents that had My Little Pony trading cards. I never did show them off, did I? I don't think you did. I don't recall you ever showing them off, other than maybe a few of them. But yeah, I do have some of them, and just to show you that I am interested in these cards, well, I'll show you them right now. I don't know which set they're from, but, well, it's a really cool set. Here we go. As you can tell, these cards are the ones I started off with. Namely wanted that one. Specifically for Sunset. Oh, jeez, you make me blush. I also got Princess Twilight's because, well, I figured why not. If there was a Starlight one, I would have gotten it. But hey, there is a Starlight card right there. I'm guessing that means super, super rare. I'm not 100% sure, but these are really neat cards. Oh, and we got Moon Dancer. Oh, and there's Autumn Blaze down there. That's the Kieran, right? Mm-hmm. I often thought she sounded like the Lost narrator. Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. Only without all the swearing. Yeah, no swearing from Autumn Blaze. Just a lot of talking. Very true, Sunset. And look at Twilight right there, all covered in ribbons. I know that's one of those early promos of her, but still looks pretty cool. And I love the fact they even included a card with her with no wings. And the shorter horn. And the shorter horn. Nope. Little Derpy as a filly. Hold on. What is it, Sunset? Where are your fingers pointing right now? Yep. I've never seen Rarity in that outfit. Well, that's from Season 6. When they were in Manhattan, showing Maud around, I think. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that season in a while. Yeah, me neither. I'm slowly getting back into watching My Little Pony again. Oh. Pear Butter and Bright Macintosh. They really had to make a card with that picture? Well, I think it's a pretty cool one. At least you got another card. And at least yours looks a little better than Trixie's. Make sure Trixie never watches this video, because she won't be happy with you. Fair enough, fair enough. And I believe that's it for now. But ultimately, yeah, the My Little Pony trading cards are pretty darn cool. And at some point in the future, yes, we will be acquiring some more. Just not right now, because importing is expensive. Way too expensive. It's better to just weigh it out for just a little bit. I know there are a few more Sunset Shimmer and Starlight Glimmer cards I would like to get, but, that's a little later on. Oh, I hear a cat. Yep, Spooky has entered the scene, off camera. But, yeah, for anyone who's interested in those cards, I would suggest checking out the My Little Pony fan websites, especially Equestria Daily, to learn about these card packs. And yeah, if you ever want to get some, just, either go to your local stores, if you can find them, or, import some from China. We can highly recommend them. 100%. No doubt. And now we move on to a little segment I like to call Custom Corner. It's the newest segment we've introduced, in our last episode. And sorry for it being a very long one. That's okay, Sunset. Besides, I think people really like that part. I think that's why so many people tune into that video. Fair enough. I mean, who doesn't love looking at customs, right? Indeed, Starlight. Well, last week I showed off a bunch of, DVDs. Sadly, I don't have too many to show off today, except for one. And I did post it on my feed here on YouTube. And it's this, Cory Adventures on Sodor, which is based on an original Thomas DVD sampler. I believe it had only 2 stories, but this one has 10 stories, featuring narrations by George Carlin and Alec Baldwin. And the song Accidents Will Happen. Now, this DVD cover was created by MSR 2003 Productions. And if we happen to look in the case here, yep, it has a DVD. Already complete, finalized, and pretty much all set for viewing another day. It's a pretty cool little feature. With 10 episodes, plus a couple of trailers that he snuck in. Yeah, I snuck in a couple of trailers. But yeah, it is pretty darn cool. And I highly recommend checking out MSR 2003 on Twitter. They have quite a few different Thomas and Friends DVD covers that you can print off. And, if you want to make your own DVDs, go right ahead. just make sure to give them plenty of credit. Okay? All right, now next up for Custom Corner. In case many of you Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there are noticing the high prices, you'll probably know that getting new trading cards is next to almost impossible. Yeah, and considering how many cards he got during the Christmas bundle last year, yeah, that's a lot of money going down the drain. And not all the packs were great, were they? No, they weren't. There were some good ones, don't get me wrong, like the retro packs. And the tins were pretty darn nice. But, there's few swings and misses. And plus, too, there's those Final Saga cards I really would like to get. But again, with import charges, yeah, not going to be easy to get. So, what do you do if you want to get some cards, but, you can't really buy them? The simple answer? You make your own. Sounds pretty cool to me. Yep, and thanks to a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh card maker websites, I've been able to do just that. We'll start things off today with basically what I call show accurate cards, or as I call them, anime cards. We'll start from basically the most modern cards to, well, let's call them the ultimate cards. Ooh, that sounds really good. And in case you guys are wondering, yeah, Sensei and I, we have watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! He needed something to watch during the early days of depression last year. Yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Seemed to really help. That among many other shows he used to watch. Indeed. And after rediscovering these Yu-Gi-Oh! Card maker websites, well, I love the series even more. But enough chit-chat about that. Let's get on to the cards themselves. We're going to start things off here with the Six Samurai Sanji. I think that's how you say it. With 1,800 attack points and 1,300 defense points. And then we got the classic Mirror Force. And this one I just finished last night, the Magician of Black Chaos. And yes, they have the show accurate style backs. And then Arcana's Red Dark Magician. I've always wanted to get the Red Dark Magician. I know there are some packs that have this card, but, well, I've never been able to find them. And then here's one of the ultimate cards. Obelisk, the Tormentor. Look at that. Doesn't that just look smashing? And speaking of smashing, Slifer the Sky Dragon. They're not holographic or anything like that, but you know what? For being replicas of show-accurate cards, I think they look pretty darn cool. Definitely, without a doubt. There are a couple more, but he kind of ran out of time to put them together. That and he's been falling asleep in his chair a lot. Guilty. But yeah, I done this so that way I could have, my own style of basically show-accurate Duel Monsters cards. And if you guys want to know which sites I was using, well, I'll try and put the links in the YouTube feed. Anyway, I'm just going to grab up these cards here. Move them off to the side. And Spooky's trying to get at those cards. Don't let her touch those. Because they have no protection. They're just paper glued on to cardboard. Yeah, we're going to have to fix that at some point. At least laminate them. I will at some point. Oh, and watch out for the spooky tail. She missed again. At least this time. Lucky us. Alright, next up we have what I call near movie accurate cards. These also look similar to that of current English dub cards, as you'll soon see. Here we have another Six Samurai Sanji, this time with the English text. But as you can see down there, it says 1996 Industrial Illusions. Oh, there we go. There's the website right there, cardmaker.net. That's where I made these cards. And from a distance, they almost look like the cards used in Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, Pyramid of Light, and Dark-Sided Dimensions, which I have watched recently. It's a pretty darn good movie. There's also Mirror Force, handy little trap card. And then the Magician of Black Chaos. So yeah, they're pretty much, I guess, near movie accurate cards of the last batch I just showed you, including Arcana's Red Dark Magician. And then I'm sure you two know what's next. Obelisk the Tormentor. And Slifer the Sky Dragon. Now the real question is, why haven't you made the Winged Dragon of Ra yet? Yeah, come on, where's Winged Dragon of Ra? Patience, you two. I'm just doing, some other cards to go along with, well, these ones. And in case you guys are wondering, what are we going to do with these cards? Well, we're going to duel with them. Because I don't want to take my cards out of their binders and have to reorganize them later. Partly because I'm a little lazy. Down on that one. Hey. But yeah, we'll be dueling with these cards. So that way, you can get a little show of, let's say, Yugi dueling against, a modern-day duelist with a Six Samurai deck. Spoiler, that would be Blue Ink. Yeah, I kind of duel with Six Samurai cards, although they're going back into the binders. Before that, though, I'm using them to kind of help me create, these cards. Now, I just want to show you this. Like I said, they're just paper glued on to cardboard. And the cardboard are basically store-bought pizza boxes. Makes them nice and thick. And, being able to withstand a lot of abuse. But yeah, that's something I've been doing this last week. In between, sleeping and working. Not fun at all. Nope. Now, the next thing to point out is, for all these Thoughtful Friday videos, we're not always going to be doing unboxings. But considering I still have a couple of items left in their boxes yet to come out, I figured today would be an excellent day to just bring out yet another item. Which is my last Play-Rail item for now. Tar-covered James from the 2025 range. Ooh, so nice. Save the best for last, huh? Yeah, I guess you could say that. And hopefully this week we should have a little running session with the 2025 models on the blue track. I finally found some, so yeah, we should be able to get, James and the different Thomases running. This should be fun. Really fun. I love the fact that all corners of the box have this art style. So, am I unwrapping this one? No, Starlight. Because people want to see Play-Rail unboxings, I will open it up this time. When it comes to the 2025 motorized, you and Sensei can take care of that. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to put you guys down here and unbox James. All right, now the unboxing is done. Let's take a good look at pretty much one of the greatest pieces of rolling stock ever. The Tar Tanker. This is my very first Tar Tanker. And yeah, it looks so nice. And a little known fact is the fact that I have 5 of the original Bachmann Thomas & Friends Tar Tankers. And now I have one in Play Rail. Plus I have a wooden railing one and the Take-Along and Ertl. I think that's all I've got for Tar Tankers, but still, pretty darn cool. Best piece of rolling stock I've seen yet. Yeah, and it certainly has that classic feel, doesn't it? It sure does. Alright, next up we just have a standard James Tender. It's got a scuffing marks on there. Oh, never mind, it's coming right off. Oh well, still looks pretty good, and look at that, paint buffers on the back. And finally, the man himself, James. This is, of course, the new 2025, no, well, it's the 2015 style James for 2025. And with that face, oh my gosh. Look at that face. Ugh, get this stuff off of me. You do it pretty accurate, James. Somewhat. But man, just the fact that Play Rail took a stock standard James, gave him a new face, and painted on basically these black splotches on him to represent that he's been covered in tar. That just speaks to the quality Play Rail has. And really, I look forward to seeing what else Play Rail comes up with. Hopefully they do more like these, because these are the best darn Thomas toys ever. No doubt on that. Then again, a lot of the toys from Japan are the best. Oh, and that actually reminds me that just after we started posting, last week's video, we got wind of, some pictures coming out of some brand new 2026 Thomas motorized trains, which feature Thomas and Scruffy the Truck. And man, does he look menacing. I will say that for the trucks, they certainly got some rather mischievous faces. They are so unique. Can't argue with you there, Starlight. My speech is getting messed up here. Must be catching something from you. Hey, just kidding. And yeah, we've also been made aware that there's the possibility of 2 favorite engines coming back into this range, and possibly in the show. Duke and Boko. Fingers are crossed. We don't have fingers here. Hoofs crossed. Yeah, there you go. Hoofs crossed. There you go. And hoping that that's actually going to be true. And yeah, that's all we have to say for now. Again, if you would really like to see John Lyken's TMNT videos, I highly recommend checking them out. And if you do want to see more customs in the near future, we might do some short videos or just wait for Thoughtful Friday to show off, more DVDs. And of course, either show accurate or near movie accurate style cards. We're going to be doing a lot of those in the near future. Because, boy, do I love creating customs. He really does. And now, for my Thoughtful Friday pick of the week, I'm going to go with Suttery Station Master with their episode, Stop Thief. It's a really neat video, which basically looks like a Season 2 Lost episode, and done with narration by, hopefully I'm getting this right, DCG12B Trains? Yep, that's it exactly, Sunset. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, he is the narrator of Stop Thief. And the music was actually done by SA Music, who does some incredible recreations of Thomas music. So cool. We listen to that a lot. Yes, we do. We'll, of course, be posting the video or adding the video to the playlist. So if you want to check it out, just, look onto our playlist selections and you'll see the Thoughtful Friday suggestion has been updated with this week's episode. And yeah, now that's all I have to say. And all these two have to say. Yeah, because we're kind of out of ideas for now. Plus, this might be a bigger video than the last one. Oh, jeez. Hopefully it doesn't take all day to upload. Hopefully not. So yeah, friends, that's all we have to say. Until next time, I'm Blue Ink, I'm Sunset Shimmer, and I'm Starlight Glimmer. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you hopefully soon with another video before our next Thoughtful Friday video. Take care of yourselves, and watch out for the snow. Ugh, did you have to mention snow? Hey, it had to come up sooner or later.